Hello, hello, hello. How are my champions today? We are in day 2 of our special breathwork challenge. Fresh breath of air. I'll never get that right, but at least I'm established in the idea that I should just go like this and be fine. You are watching Rewrite the Script, our amazing new theme for 2026. And the sessions at the start of this year are about breath. And you're about to experience it right now. So let's go ahead. I'll share my screen and we will get started. These are short videos, not taking more than 10 or 15 minutes each day. And just reminding you that a fresh breath of air changes everything. We're doing this for 6 days, and I'm super excited about it. I hope you are too. All right. So, when we talk about breathing, most people are like, I've been breathing my whole life. What are you talking about, Coach Tina? Like, why is breath work important? Well, first of all, breath work is important because a lot of us are not breathing correctly. And I learned this the hard way. One of my sons, the natural son, is a mouth breather. And I didn't even know that was a big deal until flash forward to he's 25 this year. He refused to get braces. And one of the reasons why I didn't force it was when we went to the dentist in his teens, they were like, we're going to have to crack his top of his mouth and spread it out and do all this nasty stuff that just didn't seem right. I didn't realize at the time that it was because of his mouth breathing. And now I know better. Maybe it'll change if he starts to correct his breathing. But I wanted to read you this little section here. So, why is mouth breathing bad? It bypasses the nose's natural filtering and humidifying. And this is really important. Like during COVID, one of the things that they noticed was that people breathing through their nose were less susceptible to getting the virus because we have this natural filtering system built in. That's what all those little hairs in there do. They capture things that shouldn't be going into our body. And so when you breathe through your nose like you're supposed to, that filter is in place. But when you breathe through your mouth, there is no filter. And so mouth breathers were more susceptible to getting COVID. So it was about COVID time where I really started paying attention to, am I breathing through my nose and taking care of myself that way? So it also humidifies. So it gives you liquid into your body. And when you do it right, when you don't do it right, it dries your skin out. This leads to dry mouth, gum disease, cavities, and it causes poor sleep, lots of fatigue, potential facial or dental problems. There's actually something called mouth breathing face, and you can look that up and you'll be kind of terrified. It changes the shape of your face. So this happens especially in children, and it disrupts oxygen intake, proper facial development, like we just talked about, and it can contribute to snoring, sleep apnea, and ADHD symptoms. What? I would never admit to that. But I have been focused on breathing through my nose. As I've been learning about this breath work, I have been more like, okay, this is important. Let's do this right. Okay. So I want you to do the right thing too. You probably are a beautiful nose breather. But just in case you aren't, or you catch yourself breathing through your mouth, it's just a good reminder to be like, hey, wait a minute. If I want to get the right autonomic system working for me, let's go with the calming one and breathe through my nose. And when you start to do that, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember now. So, um, but when should you do which, right? Well, you should breathe through your mouth primarily during intense exercise, or of course, you have a second option if your nasal passages are congested, stuffed up, whatever, um, illness or allergies, then of course you use your mouth. Um, Temporary stopgap there, but I don't know anybody that's forever had a stopped up nose. Okay. Um, but nose breathing is the natural preferred method for everyday life and rest. And that's what you should work towards. And I'm going to blow your mind by the end of this week about this as well. Okay. So just wanted to be clear on when you should use which, and pretty much it's all the time through your nose is a safe bet. You naturally will breathe through your mouth if you're working out too hard. And they say like fighters and stuff use their mouth as like a shift in really getting in there. So we're going to practice another simple breathing technique. It's going to remind you very much of yesterday, only one change. So if you did the one yesterday, you can keep doing that. You can stack these, see what that does for you. You can try a different one each day with us and see which one works better for you. But we're still doing it through the nose, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling slowly through the nose. This one's going to be a little bit different though. You know, yesterday, some people have problems with the 5.5 seconds counting, blah, blah. This one, we're still going to count, but it isn't a timed count. All we're doing, well, other than the intervals need to be evenly spaced as you count. But on this one, we're going to say, okay, we're going to count when we inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to count longer than the inhale was, preferably twice as much longer if you can. This is actually harder than it sounds. Okay. So let's say you're breathing in through your nose to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then you exhale. Hopefully you heard me counting there mentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's continuous. As soon as you're done, you inhale 3, you exhale 6 or more. Inhale 3, exhale 6 or more. And you can extend this. This one's fun because you can practice. You can be like, well, wait a minute, I can do it longer. Well, once you know that you can get your exhale doubled out, then go ahead and practice doing the inhale, exhale longer. This may be the perfect one for you. It's easy, it's calming, it's very simple counting. So again, count in on the inhale through your nose, and then exhale through your nose for longer. Now, I was trying to bring those in as counting. It didn't work very well. I was thinking maybe you could hear the pause there. Silly me. But I know you get the idea. And this is something where you can do the same thing we did yesterday. Do these 10 times and then pause and do it again 10 times and try to do that 10 times. Okay. So each one's going to take you about a minute. So it's going to take about 10 minutes to do this. And you can do it all at once, or you can spread it throughout the day, just trying to get your 10 times in. And that, my friends, is a very simple breathing technique that you can use whenever you need a little pick me up, lift, get yourself into a more calm and relaxed, less stressed state. And who doesn't need that these days, right? Now, remember, I mentioned this yesterday. Test it, okay? Whenever we experiment with a type of breathing, what I want you to do is say, what does this do for me? What does it do to me? How do I feel? Always start out with this is how I felt before I started. This is how I'm feeling now. Like pick an incident in your mind. Like I'm stressed about X and I'm at this level. And then do the breathing, the full 10 minutes. And then how do you feel? Are you still at the same number? Have you gone up? Have you gone down? Interesting. Now you can breathe more than 10 minutes a day. So try it often. Try the different types. And then journal what's going on. The journaling itself will change your life, but this process will really help you and keep you growing, changing, morphing, transforming, all those good things that we want. So I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 3 of our breath work. We're doing a different type each day. And on the last day, those who have committed and commented on each video will be able to come to an event that I'm hosting probably on Sunday, the 11th. I'll make the time work for everybody. Don't worry. And there will be a replay. Um, but then we will be doing an actual online class in this new technique that I'm learning that's so amazing. And it's not just this little short thing, it's going to be about a 30 or 40-minute process. And it is going to completely change your life. I have no doubt about it. So excited to share that with you. Now, if you are loving this and you are wanting to dig in deeper on the topics that are keeping you stuck so that this breath work even works at a more magnified level, then what you're going to want to do is be available at 3 p.m. for a Zoom meeting, 3 p.m. Central. Now, VIP costs a little bit. If you're interested, put VIP in the comments. We are not in full swing yet. We have the videos there, so you're going to have a couple of replays. But if you're interested and you pay the fee, we will get you in the one today. And we're excited. We're excited to have you be a part of it. All right. Okay. Looking forward to talking to you soon. And I just know you're going to have the very best day today, because a fresh breath of air is what you really need. All right. Go be strong in 2026.